I chose the Seeds of Life because I found that, well, I felt that it had a higher level than other courses that were available. They just take it to that next level where it goes beyond the food, and it's more about how the food affects you and what you can do with that.
I first came across the Seed of Life course information when I was on the web looking at a Raw Food Wild Right website that I'm a member of, and Ben Richards had posted some information about his courses. And once I read that, it really interested me. I've already done a raw food course, and when I saw this one, I just thought, this is something I would really like to do.
Well, I've always been interested about nutrition, and I always incorporate it into my life. Turning vegetarian and then vegan, and then I do liquid diets, and then I incorporate it into my everyday life, and I experiment with food all the time. And I never really try to be fully raw. I try to eat raw food, but I never really be serious about it. Then coming to Southeast Asia, I said, this is okay, perfect. This is everything fall up in part, everything fall like really nice and position, and say, okay, it's this certificate. And then my girlfriend Amber, she knows about this course, and said, would you like to take this with me? And I said, of course, I would love to. And then I just come here, open heart, like a sponge to learn. No expectations, just to learn, and it's been perfect. So Seeds of Life makes a very wonderful job, and to share and to give so much information and as much as you can in such a short time. So perfect for me. It's the perfect choice, and I couldn't regret it. It's like perfect.
I chose the Seeds of Life because earlier in the year I did a yoga teacher training in Ubud, and we graduated in the Seeds of Life restaurant, and I saw the food, I met Ben, and I knew that's the course I want to do.
Actually, I didn't choose the Seeds of Life. The Seeds of Life chose me. Because I hadn't heard of Seeds of Life at all, and I was in Goa, India, and I was eating fantastic raw food there in Goa, and I met the chef, and I asked him where did he learn how to make such amazing food, delicious food, and he told me Seeds of Life. And so then I researched it, and I found the website and started to read about Ben's work and their offerings, and it sounded like it was in line with what I was looking for. And I would say the main thing that attracted me here was it's not just about food, it's about a conscious lifestyle and being part of a new wave of evolution and a way to enhance all parts of your life. So not just your nutrition physically, but also mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So I liked what the Seeds of Life stood for and what it symbolizes, and it felt in line and in congruence with my own vision and mission for my life.
Well, I was very fortunate to get the last spot available when someone couldn't make it. So with a wait list of 20-25 people, it was just a great opportunity to go. I was here in Ubud, and yeah, the opportunity came up, so I went, yes, please. It seems, yeah, things just fell into place perfectly, so it was just ideal. Although I did go into Seeds of Life Cafe and saw everything that was involved and went, yes, straight away. There was no thinking, there was just, I'd love to do that if I can get it involved. And I got a great message and said, you're able to make it, and I went, yes, please.
All positive. I think raw food is really the way to go in life. I think it's I can't think of anything negative. It's a really positive experience. I feel really well. I feel more energised. I seem to cope better in life with lots of things. Yeah, I just think raw food life is really good. No negatives.
I think when eating raw food or living a raw food lifestyle, it's just, there's a clarity about it, and yeah, it's just clear mind and just, I don't know, yeah, just a brightness almost, yeah.
I think it was more positive than negative. Positive that I think it's very nice to see a team that get together and they share not just what they know about raw food, but also the heart that they got into it, the dedication, and they want to share it with the people. They want to share and expand the knowledge and give it to the people, saying what is raw food about and why is it good for us. So it's beautiful to see a team that they come together to share their heart, to share what they have inside and their own journey and their own experiences about raw food. So not negative, I think more positive.
The noticeable changes starting from the first and second day of my days here as the raw chef student is I notice my skin changes so much. I've always had problems with acne ever since I was a teenager. Also, the weight loss has come out naturally without me having to do a massive or very distracting diets. Everything went smoothly, and the results just kept coming back every day.
I definitely noticed a couple of things during the yoga classes. You know, when you can stir up some energy, things can move around. Yeah, I had a couple of times I was crying from like a former relationship with a girlfriend, kind of just popped up. So it was good to get that released, and thanks for coming. Don't need that anymore. And also with so much great food, there was a couple of digestion things that were brought to attention. And trying the Shilajit for the first time with so many minerals and things come into my gut/solar plexus, definitely pointed a few things out that I needed to work on and improve. So that's been quite a big advantage too.
Well, the training is 2 weeks long, so that means we've had 2 weeks of pure raw food, living food every day. So for me, I've noticed that my energy level has increased a lot, and I feel the vibrancy has become richer. I'm always happy, but maybe I'm even happier, smiling even more. So that's a noticeable change. It's just I feel lighter and I feel more alive. And then also looking back as a whole from the 2 weeks, I've been really happy and very peaceful and just feeling good. You know, good communion with friends, and I feel I've met a new soul family and developed a new relationship with food as well. So I can see the way it affects my body, but also I'm understanding the food itself better, the plants and the fruits, and connecting even more to nature. That's what it is. I feel 2 weeks of living food has really connected me back to source in a way that maybe I wasn't even expecting.
I've noticed in myself just a higher energy levels, just a greater desire to live every moment, I think, and to just get out there and make the most of what I've got. And the raw food is a way that I can do that. Just by putting in the fuel, I get the energy.
Oh, it's raw food. It's foodie heaven. I mean, there's just an abundance of food, and even though you might feel full, you still want to eat it because it tastes so great. And the great part is you've had a part in playing and creating that food. And I've enjoyed being part of a team and cooking with a group of 4 people that you don't normally get that opportunity at home. So someone might have an idea and then other people have their input and couple of different flavours or mixtures, and everyone's tasting. It's quite an experience. It's good fun to share that and come up with a combined creation that you can all be proud of, and everybody had an input into that. It's been quite beautiful.
The food has been really good. I've never really tried raw food chef on an everyday basis. I've only tried it once in a while when I do the one-day course. But this time we've been trying to shift our lifestyle from morning, lunch and dinner. Everything is all raw food, and I've been feeling great. The food tasted good. The varieties changes every day, so I think this is going to be my long-term investment as well for me, for my body, and also for my soul.
Oh, the food has been fantastic. Amazing. I have never eaten so much raw food in my life. Eat raw food every day. Feels good, and also feels good to prepare and to see behind the scenes. Usually you go to a restaurant and you order raw food and they give it to you, but you don't know. You know the ingredients, you know what it is, but you don't know how they make it, you know. So it was beautiful to be part of the whole process and prepare the whole thing from scratch and put it all together and transform it into, okay, this is raw food, this is beautiful. And then after eat it. So it's been a fantastic journey, and it's been so wonderful to learn so much about raw food and really be behind the scenes and create it from scratch to the top. Very nice.
Awesome. Yeah, it's been delicious. Pretty much every single thing, and I mean, all you have to do is look at the amount that people are putting on their plates and just going back for more. Yeah.
The food is fantastic. I just keep eating and eating and eating. But the wonderful thing is it's so full of prana and energy that you know when you've had enough, but you also want more and more and more, because it's like you're eating whole handfuls of prana and feeding yourself and becoming more and more vibrant. So the food has been incredible, all the different tastes and the colors and the textures, and I've been amazed at the creativity that's there for working with living foods. It's been delicious.
Yeah, I'm more inspired than ever. I mean, I was inspired already, but you know, with all these beautiful people, get more inspiration, creating more life force. Yeah, really good.
Absolutely, yeah. One of the things that really stuck out for me was the spirulina farm. I loved it. It was just really, really special to have fresh spirulina. I've never ever experienced anything like it, and it just blew my mind. Beautiful.
I'm very much so, yeah. I feel ready to open up my own raw food cafe now.
Definitely. I had made some big nutrition steps in my last 2 years or so, but this is definitely the way forward. I mean, a raw vegan organic diet, it just makes sense. You know, better for the environment, for nature, for your own energy levels. And then once you've got that nutrition foundation sorted out that you can just perfect and build on, then your life is, you know, you're perfected and building on, because the body is pretty much taking care of itself. You can take care of other things and have more energy to do that. So having a few more ideas with a combined group of people and everybody's sharing their brilliant creative solutions has definitely brought up a few ideas, and you know, everybody's thinking, I can do this when I get home, I want to get this and do that, and then share it with other people. So it has been inspirational, and I'm sure a lot of people here will share that knowledge with others and inspire as many people as possible to improve themselves by eating yummy food. Pretty cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm inspired on every level. I'm never looking to become a fanatic of anything, but I can't see how to turn back now. Now with this knowledge and wisdom of how you eat living foods and how you can prepare them so easily, and then the effect it has on your body and on your mind and heart. So I'm absolutely inspired to incorporate this more into my life and into my lifestyle, definitely.
Oh yeah, we're fed very well here. There's more than enough food, and I think I've actually put on weight, to be honest. So there's no fear of coming here and not having enough to eat. There's more than enough beautiful food for everyone.
Oh yeah, we certainly been fed very well from morning until the evening. I'm surprised that we don't really need snacks in between. I don't get hungry at all, even though I didn't really eat that much as I used to before. So I think it's been going so well now, yes.
Yes, I was fed so well, and not just physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. And the whole course is very holistic. I love the way it was designed because we start each morning with yoga, and even some of us did qigong on our own as well too. And there's time for meditation, time for being silent, and then we learn how to prepare the foods, and being part of that process makes it so much more enjoyable to eat as well and to assimilate and integrate. So the whole course has been fantastic, feeding us physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, on all levels.
Oh, I would say from this training, like I say, it's been fantastic from day one. And I try to be a sponge, you know, to absorb everything that I could. And I'm taking much more than one thing. I'm taking it so much with me. From the attitude, you know, positive attitude, positive energy, all projected into food, and so much inspiration, so much life force, and there's so much I can take with me. It's so much that sometimes I'm like, okay, where do I'm going to put it all that, you know? So I'm taking so much with me, and I'm very happy about it.
There's been so many things. I couldn't think of just one. So many tips and tricks and techniques, and the fermenting stuff as well. There's so many things that we want to put in place when we get home.
Just one. Okay. Chocolate is a big one. You know, we've all bought amazing chocolate in the past, but having the skills and the knowledge and having a bit of experience to create your own wonderful chocolate at home, it's like, why would you buy it when you can make a better version and share that with your friends? It's yeah, there's been chocolate everywhere. It's been kind of fun.
Oh, it's so hard to limit it to one thing of value that I would take away. I take away so much from this training. Probably this is hard to sum up, but if I could sum it up into one thing, it's the value of consciousness. That's what I take away, because I can see it playing out in front of me. Just when one is becoming conscious, it changes your relationship with everything, how you relate to humans, to animals, to insects, to food, to your environment. It colors everything more richly and makes everything much more vibrant and alive and positive. So it enriches every single experience. And for a lot of people, I think starting with food is a wonderful way to introduce consciousness and awareness, because we can relate to food and we have to eat, most of us. So starting there is a beautiful way to start to integrate more consciousness into your life. And definitely I'd say from this course that it confirms that for me, that this is the way to evolve and to move forward, is to expand in consciousness.
What I would take away from this training would be just knowing that the possibilities are really endless. You know, the raw food stuff has kind of been around for a little while now, and it's starting to find its place. But there's still so much, you know, ground to cover. We've got a long way to go, and we can be a part of that. And this is a great place to set your foundation to do that, to get the skills, to then go out and develop them yourself and create your own place within the raw food world.
One thing, there's probably many things. I'd really like to know how to grow spirulina. I really want to get involved in the kefir. I really enjoyed the kefir workshop. If anything, I'm going to keep pursuing my dream of teaching more people about raw, and I certainly feel re-inspired after doing this course here in beautiful Bali. So there's quite a few things I'll take away, but definitely I feel much more inspired about taking the message back home and spreading the word, for sure.
Oh, like a dream. We're in this beautiful resort, Naya, and owned by a good friend of mine, and she's Rebecca Flum, and she's done amazing work to prepare this space. So it's beautiful, the staff is incredible, very friendly and supportive of everything we're doing, and also in line with the values of the course, so it makes everything very congruent. And it's Bali, so it's like being in a natural paradise. Yeah, the accommodation's been great. The yoga hall is beautiful, and I'm so glad that we had time and space to practice yoga and meditation, qigong, and to bring that into the raw food training as well.
The training facilities here are fantastic. Naya Ubud it's an amazing resort, beautiful pool. The yoga space is just incredible down by the river. I loved every minute of being down there. It's just incredibly tranquil. There's a new steam room here, which is amazing to get in and have a steam. And accommodation-wise is fantastic. Yeah, I sleep really well every night on the bed. It's fantastic, and beautiful view out over the rice paddies. I couldn't ask for anything more.
Naya is really beautiful. I love that it's a little bit outside of town. It's a 10-minute bike ride into town. It's been so beautiful. I live in Bali, so I feel very home, very much so, yeah.
Accommodation and training, fantastic. Beautiful resort, and we are in Bali. It was my first time in Bali, and beautiful to be here, and also combination of kind of like vacation and learning at the same time. So it's been fantastic, beautiful.
Yeah, accommodation is beautiful, and just looking out at the rice paddies every morning when you wake up, it's divine. And the yoga space as well, I think just the accommodation in general is fantastic.
Yes. Before I came here, I tried to look up at the syllabus or at the programs from the website, and I noticed that some of the major questions that I had was already listed there as part of their program. So that's what made me so eager to come and join this right away, is because I think every questions that I had in my mind, in between how to, where to buy, how much money that I need to save for starting as a raw food chef, with their massive experience has given me answers to all of the questions I need.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been quite well planned, but then with a little bit of adaptability to adjust to people's moods and desires. You know, if you're feeling a little bit tired, then something a little less energy was good. And then, of course, if you wanted to have some cacao or some chocolate in the afternoon to build up the energy, then that was available too, because there was a fair bit. Yeah,
I think it was really well planned. Really, I've got nothing but positive and praise to share. The training was really good. I think we had a pretty big, busy first week. The training's been broken up with excursions, going out on field trips and doing different things, and that's been really, really good. And having the afternoon session where we have information sharing, I think that's been really valuable too. I've done training before, and this is really unique, and I think it's really something special that's going on here in Bali.
The training has been very well planned. Obviously they have done, I was very surprised, and very surprised actually about how they explain everything with such a dedication, and not putting this role as like a big teacher and you're the student. No, they just want to share They want to share what they know. They share it and they say, let's do it together now, let's practice this. It's like this, it's simple, it's like that, it's like that. Then you're like, okay, this is wonderful. It's a beautiful way to share, I would say. Not teach, but share knowledge. And it's been incredible. I really, really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm very happy, and yeah, it really, all my expectations are fulfilled and more. I must say, I didn't know, I've never done a cooking raw food certification before, so I'm definitely keen for level 2, that's for sure.
Yes, the teachers and assistants are absolutely there for us. And the great thing is that I feel they didn't, they didn't put themselves there as teachers, but more as fellow practitioners, fellow friends and seekers on the same journey, and they were sharing their wisdom and experience. And I love it that way. It didn't seem hierarchical. All the teachers and assistants really came in together as one group, as one family, and it was an exchange of knowledge and exchange of inspiration. And to me, that's the best way to evolve, when we're in it together. And that's what Ben and Steve and Penelope and Bella and all the people whose names I might not even know, that's what everyone was contributing.
Yeah, absolutely. Felt supported the whole time. Not that we really needed that much support, because all the information and everything we needed was given quite available, quite freely. And yeah, anytime you had questions or wanted to find a particular ingredient, it was always there and easy. So yeah, absolutely. And yeah, the message is always caring, loving, lots of light really. They're just loving their message, so they share it quite easily and freely, and yeah, definitely inspires a lot of people.
Yeah, they've got, it's just like friends, you know, everybody, it's like you're hanging out with good friends, and Bella and Sachi and all the other people in the kitchen were very attentive and was super well organized, yeah.
Yeah, the teachers and assistants, they was there for us and for me, I mean, full 100%. Beautiful. Like I say, a very beautiful way to explain themselves, and very attentive to what we need, and questions if we have to ask, or if we don't know something, or they was there and they take the time with us and they give us advices and new ideas. So I will do this, I will do that, okay, let me improvise this, and that was amazing to see. Not judging you and not putting pressure on you, but making it easy for you to understand. It is food what we're doing, and it's beautiful. It's an art, it's beautiful to do food, so beautiful team.
Yeah, always, yeah, everyone's available to talk to at any time. Assistants especially, you know, always around, and whenever Ben might be perhaps busy doing something else, you've got one of the assistants there who you can just readily ask, and they're right up to speed on everything that's going on, and happy to help out.
I definitely received what I came for. I came for just really to get confidence in cooking and get more skills, and I feel that's covered. I've learned a lot. Yeah, I really feel confident right now. Yeah, and inspired.
Yes, I really came here looking to get re-inspired, because I've been following the raw food journey for a couple of years, and I sort of came to a flat spot in my life. I think I needed a bit more inspiration, and I've certainly got that coming here, definitely.
I would say so many things, but first of all, I came to the course without really know about raw food, like how to prepare. I know about raw food, but how to eat it. But know how to prepare, I didn't have any idea. And sometimes when you think about raw food, you don't know how to this dehydration and all this. So the experience that I'm taking from this course is amazing. I'm so inspired, and I mean, it's like I can't wait to come home and incorporate, like I say, into my own everyday life. And and use all this experience from this course and incorporate it in my everyday life and see the results, like I was saying. So a lot of experience, and the beautiful thing, I came without expectations. I just came open heart, and I say, I want to see, I want to learn, and that's what I get. I learn so much, and I get so much inspiration. So that's wonderful. I'm very happy about it.
My overall experience was simply fantastic. It was great. I'm just disappointed it's ending now. I wish it would continue. But I'm walking away with everything I expected and even more. And it's another beautiful thing about this course. I was able to do it with my beloved, with my partner, and we had so much fun doing this together. I think it's wonderful for families to learn this kind of thing together, so we can bring it into our home and share it with our family and with others. So that was really wonderful to share with him, and the overall experience is, I can say humbly, it's been life-changing, and I will incorporate this into my life. Like I said earlier, no way to go back now. The seed has been planted.
I received what I came for and much more, I would say. I was saying I didn't came with any expectations. I just came open heart, and I received much more than I was thinking that I would receive. You know, you always have an idea when you enter a course. You have an idea what it is and what is going to happen. But it's beautiful to see that it's just an idea, and at the end you're just like, wow, it was much more than what I was expecting. So it's very good.
Oh yes, definitely. One of the reasons why I'm here is because I started a small catering business that caters people who has been wanting to move to a healthier lifestyle, and that is designed as a process of transition. So now with the tools and the valuable knowledge that I'm having here, I'm ready to basically take a higher level of the menus that I offer to my clients, for my customers, and get to know them really well and having their feedback, and also sharing my knowledge to them, inviting them to actually have more meals that are raw instead of the cooked with any other stuff in it. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I'm feeling empowered. I'm ready to get out there and yeah, start moving away from the old story and start being a part of the new story. Things are changing, and it's great to be, you know, at the ground level. We're coming in early, and you know, there's so much more to do, but it's really building up. It's starting to snowball, and things are going to happen.
Yes, I'm very happy to be part of the new story, and I can't wait to go home and get started.
Yeah, we do. As I mentioned, like so many tips and tricks and easy things to put in place, and you know, sometimes they can seem a lot more daunting, but then when you're shown by professionals how to do it the right way, it just becomes easy.
Yeah, I'm really empowered to do this. Any place I go, I do raw food. It's really a passionate path for me, and I like to eat living foods and living enzymes and life force. And not only eating, but just to live it, you know, as an example. It feels really good to share also some deliciousness and chocolate. Yeah. Getting the message, spreading the message.
I think get here, get your butts here, because this is the place. This is really is cutting edge raw food training is happening here in Bali with Ben Richards. So, yeah, I think get here.
I would say to the future students, raw food is very good, fantastic. I think learning how to make food in general is fantastic. It's a wonderful thing. It's an important thing in your life to know exactly how you can treat yourself with love and respect. And if students come in here to Seeds of Life or learn, just just be open, open heart, open mind, and just learn as much as, because this is a wonderful present that you will get for the rest of your life. So just come here happy and just open your heart for learn fantastic thing and fantastic food that you can take with you for the rest of your life.
I would absolutely say go for it. This has been amazing, and it's just another little baby step towards the right way, you know, to be part of the new story. And I say definitely book with the Seeds of Life. It's amazing.
I would definitely recommend people come to this course, yeah. Ben just has a depth of knowledge that you don't come across every day. He's really researched the things that he believes in and talks about, and when you listen to him talk about these things, you know that it's coming from a place of education.
Don't hesitate, just book it. Yeah, you'll have a ball, and I think we've met people here that we'll be friends with for the rest of our lives. It's been such a great environment, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone who's even had the idea to take on the raw food diet and lifestyle, the decision's already been made for you. Very caring and generous with their time and knowledge. So you definitely feel, nurtured. And if something does come up, there's lots of people here to help and support you in doing so. Yeah, absolutely.
I've just had an amazing time, and the people that I've met here are fantastic. Like, we've created a little family, and we spend so much time together, and yet it feels like you could stay together forever and just be a happy little community. It's a really great space and a great place to learn.
Just that if anyone wants to evolve, to develop themselves more, then to open up to this possibility. And it may or may not be for everyone, but I think at least try it and find out for yourself what the change is, how you feel, if you connect more to nature, more to source, more to yourself. Food is one of the best ways to do that. It's a doorway. So I'd say give it a try.
The energies are so beautiful. They never lose their cool or their ease, and I mean, it's a lot of organization with 22 students, I think. And I'm just really grateful that I was able to experience that, and I booked it. I felt drawn to the Seeds of Life, and that's it. Very grateful.
I would say for people who are interested in food and healthy food, they should give it a try. They should give it a try. Open the heart for raw food. There's amazing things that you can learn, even if you don't want to be fully raw. But it's beautiful to incorporate it into your lifestyle. Because, and also not just to make the raw food, but also to know behind what is raw food, the preparation and what it gives to your body, and the results, So even if you want to go full raw or not full raw, I think they should be open for raw food, to incorporate it into restaurants or into your everyday life, because it's only positive, it's beautiful. So raw food, yeah, kick some ass. It's very good.
Only that I think this is really good training. I think the raw food movement is it's just gathering momentum. I think we're all on the edge of a huge wave, and I think what's being offered here in beautiful Bali is it's a really special course. It's affordable. We can all get to Bali, and it's all here under the one setting. All the training is happening here. We have yoga in the morning. I mean, what a buzz is that? So yoga, good food, good people. You get to meet people from all over the world. The training is exceptional. The food is just out of this world. You won't eat anything like this anywhere else in the world. And Seeds of Life, the restaurant, I mean, that is just something else. The food that's offered there is exquisite. I've never come across some of those mushroom concoctions and the drinks. So yeah, it's all very good and beautiful.
Raw food is the best, raw food is good.
Raw food rocks. It's great.
Get the glow. Eat raw.
Raw food is awesome. No, it's not. It's rawsome.
Definitely go raw food.
Raw food is best, raw chocolate.
I'm satiated.
It's the way to go. It's the way to go. It's amazing how good you feel. I just feel amazing.
It's great. More energy, more life, more time to do everything else you want to do. You know, when nutrition's your foundation.